Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom, and today sorry about that. Today I'm going to update y'all on the Doubling Down with Derricos. It has been reported this morning from Deon Derrico and on his Instagram that the unfortunate news of his nephew Amani. As some of you know, Amani has been having some health scares as of late, and it was announced about an hour ago that Amani unfortunately succumbed to those health challenges. Here's the announcement that Deon Derrico put out on behalf of the family, and I want to share with you all because we're following the Derricos with what's going on behind the scenes. With the divorce for the upcoming season, the rumors that's coming out. If you're unfamiliar with the rumors, different things, I have shorts on the channel and other videos that you go back and watch. And again, if you are new here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so that you will be able to be updated when other news and information comes out as far as the show goes on, maybe Gigi's health that's going on, and as well as updates to Amani. So Deon Derrico and the Derrico family share that Amani lost his battle with his health crisis. Amani has passed away at the age of 22, leaving behind a 2-year-old son, Adonis. The friends and family want you to know that he was surrounded by love, by his family, his extended family, the Ricos, cousins, nephews, everybody that was there for him. Amani is the son of Deon's late brother, Christopher Turner, and Amani's mother, Stacy. Now, if you are fans of the show and you realize and recognize that Amani and the family, Deon, Karen, and the children, just met Amani about 2 years ago or 2 seasons ago on the show when they got a call or a message from someone claiming to be, hey, I'm your nephew, because Deon, Gigi, and Karen didn't know that Deon's late brother Christopher had any children. Well, they reached out to him and they were talking back and forth, and they finally did DNA, and it turned out that Amani was the long lost nephew. So Deon mentioned when they met Amani for the first time and the children, they were excited that they had a big cousin. And if y'all saw the episode or not, they were just really fell in love with Amani during that time. And, it's a bond that they will have for a lifetime. Meeting Amani, getting to know him after all this time, even though the timing was short, it bonded the family, as Deon said, and merged the families forever. So now there's more extended family. Deon asked for continued prayers and support at this time, and to hold off sending any cards or flowers to maybe them here in Nevada or even to the family. But they have set up a foundation, I believe it's called Deon and Gigi's Foundation, where any monetary value that you send, and you can find this information on their social media, will go to help other patients that receive liver transplants like Amani received, that unfortunately didn't, help him out or his health at all. Matter of fact, Amani went through 2 livers, and the body rejected the first one, but the second liver was taking well, but it was just the other infections and different things going on that unfortunately Amani could not recover from. So Gigi and Deon have set up a foundation to where if you want to send money for the family in support of the Amani's family and the Derricos, you can send that to them, and it will be via their foundation, which you can find on their social media platform, which is Deon Derrico or Mary and Gigi Derrico or even Karen Derrico on Instagram. And they probably are on Facebook as well. Now, this is a sad time for the Derricos. They have faced many challenges as far as, like I mentioned, the divorce that's going on. Uh, Fans alike are devastated about hearing that Karen and Deon have separated, having 14 children, and just fans are really upset. So they have a lot of things to contend with as far as family and day-to-day life goes. But this is something on top of that, with the devastating news of Amani and the loss of him at the age of 22, leaving behind his 2-year-old son, Adonis. Now, his 2-year-old hasn't been seen on Doubling Down with Derricos in the the Derricos been on for 5 seasons. They've met Amani 2 seasons ago. But whether there's more information going forward, I don't think so, because Deon has mentioned along the way that more filming with Amani hadn't taken place because of his health issues. He was sick. So, if you see him or the extended family members, I don't think that's going to be coming along in the next season 6 of the Derricos. But when the family did meet Amani for the first time, he told them that, hey, Gigi, you're going to be a great grandmother. And they were excited about having another addition to the family, and that is Adonis. So prayers, condolences go out to Amani, his son, his mother, of course, and his family and extended family with the Derricos. So, yes, there's been a lot going on with them lately. And unfortunately, again, Amani has lost his battle with the challenges of his health crisis of that liver transplant that led into infections around his body. I'm sure he fought with valor, dignity, and every strength that he had. I know I just put a short on my channel talking about how Gigi and Deon were flying to Detroit, where Amani is in the hospital and everything, to go see him and be with the family for support and just, show everyone their love, care, and concern, of course, for their nephew and for the grandson. And the fact that previously they were saying, Gigi and Deon, that, the nurses, this is what was said from Amani's mother, that he was able to follow commands and squeeze hands, but unfortunately, he just didn't pull through. And I just really feel bad for everyone involved. Amani, of course, his son and his mother, but also for the Derricos, who just recently met him and just didn't really have a long time, because, life is short for everyone. And sometimes life is a little bit shorter, just depends on what's going on, because anything can happen at any time. So, yes, again, Deon and the family announced that this morning on Central Time, Amani has lost his battle with his health challenges. And it's just seemed like one thing after the other. That's Amani at 22 years old. One thing after another with the Derrico family. Again, Amani is the son of Deon's late brother, Christopher Turner, with his mother, Stacy. And Stacy has been on the show when he was first introduced to the world and to Derricos as, yes, I'm your nephew. And it's just really unfortunate what's going on. Let me read also too, that was also put on social media regarding Amani. It says, thank you to everyone that has prayed for my nephew Amani. He's been through it with 2 liver transplants in 2 weeks. So all these things happened in the month of June. So early June, Amani had 1 liver transplant that rejected. And then he was fortunate enough to have another liver transplant, which, was on deck already, because a lot of times you have to wait years for any type of transplant. And Amani was fortunate to have 2 back to back. So that was great. But unfortunately, he lost the battle this morning. And anyways, 2 weeks ago, Amani was placed in a medical induced coma. And so, he did end up waking up, but not waking up fully. He was able to not speak. He had a feeding tube to help with his nutrition. And, he just, again, fought the good fight. He was awake technically, and he was coherent. He would follow commands, he would squeeze hands, but he wasn't able to talk, and he wasn't able to fully recover from the transplant and the infections. I believe the infections went around and traveled, I believe the Derricos mentioned, to his brain and other parts of his body. And going through transplants, your lab, or your blood count gets low, and just your body has to overcompensate and fight. And he has a younger body, and this will happen with anyone, no matter the age. You just have a harder time fighting when you just have a big major surgery. Again, that liver transplant, and he had two. And I know the family was grateful he was able to get not one but two transplants so quickly in such amount of time. Maybe the body went into shock and he just wasn't able to recover, and it set off infections. And unfortunately, this morning, Amani has passed on to be with his father, and leaves behind a 2-year-old son. His mother, extended friends, family, Derricos, his cousins he just met. He's got 14 cousins by Deon and Karen Derrico. And I remember that episode when they met Amani. It was a Thanksgiving episode, and everyone was shocked that he was able to come, because at first he said he couldn't come because he didn't have enough money to come or whatever. And then Karen made a surprise trip out to Detroit and helped bring him back to Las Vegas. And it was a happy and wondrous Thanksgiving for all of the Derrico family. It was just so nice and so loving to watch the family interact and embrace Amani as they met him for the first time, and just love on him, and just know that they had a new family member to call their own. And even though they hadn't met Amani, there was family resemblance there. He looked like, even though he's a cousin, he looked like he was definitely the big brother Derrico. The family resemblance very, very strong, which means Deon and his late brother Christopher clearly had a strong resemblance. And I believe the strong resemblance is actually to Gigi, because you can see Gigi's genes, her strong genes, passed down to the Derricos, especially the triplets, right? The triplet girls definitely look like Gigi. Those are truly Gigi's babies, So the DNA is strong, the connection is strong, the love for Amani is strong, the love for the family, the Derrico family in general, is strong. But again, the unfortunate news that Amani did not make it. So I will read it again from Deon's social media this morning. As of an hour ago, he posted this information, July 20th. So if you're catching the replay, this is the update. And also, too, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So hit the subscribe button and like, so you all are updated on the updates going forward that's going to be coming out with the Derricos in general, the season 6 that's coming up, and any divorce updates, any rumors that I cover on this channel going forward. So once again, Deon Derrico and the Derrico family share an update this morning in regard to Amani Barkley. Deon says, it's devastating news that I share that my loving nephew, Amani, has unfortunately passed away to his medical challenges, and he leaves behind a 2-year-old son. Again, Amani is a son of Deon's late brother, Christopher Turner, and his mother, Stacy. So again, if you're fans of the show, Deon met Amani and the family 2 years ago after not knowing that Christopher had left behind a son, and they just met him 2 seasons ago on the Derricos on the Thanksgiving episode. So Deon and the family asked for continued prayers and support, and to hold off sending cards and flowers at this time, but mentions that Deon and Gigi have a foundation that supports cancer patients and other prospective patients that are recipients of liver transplants and other cancers. And if you're interested in sending anything monetary, go ahead and send it to the foundation, and that information can be found on the Derricos, Deon Derrico or Gigi Derrico, and I'm sure possibly Karen Derrico may have some information as well. Their social media platforms, if you want to reach out to the family that way, or if they're on Facebook, go ahead and reach out to them. But they're asking for no cards and flowers at this time, but for continued prayers and support for all family. And he also mentions that Deon and Gigi are in Detroit, which I also mentioned have a small short video on our channel. He said they're there for funeral arrangements and for the funeral itself, and he will continue to keep the fans updated. So again, one more time, Amani Barkley, or Amani Derrico, has passed away this morning, July 20th, at the age of 22, leaving behind a 2-year-old son, Adonis. Amani is the nephew and grandson of Gigi and Deon Derrico, and the son of the late brother of Deon Derrico, by the name of Christopher Turner, and his mother, Stacy. So that's the update, everyone. I am sorry to deliver the unfortunate news, but I want to keep y'all updated with what's going on with the Derrico family, whether it be the upcoming season or the divorce pending that, well, that's not pending, that's already going on, that will be updated on the upcoming show, but just updating everyone as well. I have a comment. Yes, it is so sad. It really is, to be so young and to fight through the health challenges and health crisis, to have not one but 2 liver transplants. Like I said, it's hard to get one transplant. You could be on the list for years, and a lot of people don't even make it to get any type of transplant because they succumb or pass away before they are even able to get the transplant that's needed to hopefully save their life. And yes, you're welcome for the updates. So once again, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications for more updates. There's more information as far as short form content on the channel. Just so search on our channel to find out any updates that's going on that you're interested in. And so anything else that comes out, I will be back to let everyone know. So until next time, everyone, keep the Derrico family and Ammani in your prayers. And I will see you on the next video. And until then, live simply, be grateful.